Hi guys, today I'm going to be explaining smoke point in browning using a chicken tender here and some extra virgin olive oil. I have to start with my clean workspace, and I'm going to be handling this raw meat with a fork, not with my hands, just keep everything clean. So smoke point is the temperature at which fats break down into a visible gaseous product. So imagine heating butter in a pan, seeing it start to smoke and burn. You get those obnoxious fumes that'll probably set off your smoke alarms, but they also impart burnt chemical flavors onto your food, which nobody wants. So it's important to keep smoke point in mind when you choose a fat or oil that you're going to work with. You want it to have a high smoke point so you don't get that burning and those fumes. Smoke point actually depends on the free fatty acid content of the fat that you're using. Fats with lower free fatty acid contents will have a higher smoke point, and they'll be more stable. Free fatty acids are generally lower in vegetable oils than in animal fats and lower in refined oils. Fats like butter also have extra compounds like protein and carbs, and those are going to burn when they're heated, so that's going to give them a lower smoke point. I chose to use extra virgin olive oil because it's going to have a fairly high smoke point. It's not going to smoke or break down until it's heated till around 410 degrees Fahrenheit. That's going to make it great for sauteing this chicken tender. I also like the taste it adds to my dishes and the health benefits associated with the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in extra virgin olive oil. Those raise healthy HDL cholesterol levels in the body, so that's cool. So I'm going to put a little olive oil in my pan. I'm going to heat it to medium heat here. Swirl it around. This is also going to keep the chicken from sticking to the pan while it cooks. So, put it a little bit higher. Just going to put the chicken in there and give it a minute to heat up. So, this is when I'm going to talk about browning. Specifically, we're going to talk about the Maillard reaction, which is a type of non-enzymatic browning that occurs when a reducing sugar binds to an amino acid group in the form of a protein, and those are both going to be on the surface of the chicken here. Reducing sugars have a tendency to give some of their electrons away to other molecules, so this creates new compounds when the reducing sugars break down during heating. So once this amino acid sugar structure forms, the compounds can react in many different ways and produce hundreds of different byproducts that keep breaking down and producing new products, depending on what sugars and amino acids are involved. Some of the products of the reaction will produce flavors and aromatics, which gives the smells you smell when food is cooking. Typically, the Maillard reaction is going to produce compounds with brown pigments and rich caramel flavors. Some of the compounds that you can get, thiopenes are compounds that contain sulfur and have a meaty quality, while oxazoles are compounds that have a nutty taste or a sweet taste. Some of the compounds even don't really have their own flavors, but enhance the flavors of other flavors. According to one of the videos from our slides, allopuridine will make meats taste meatier and sweets taste sweeter. So I'm going to keep heating this up a little bit just so you can see the reaction. So you see how it's this kind of gross pink color here. Increasing the temperature is going to speed up the reaction because it's going to increase the speed at which the amino acids and the sugars bond. So, after being on this heat for a little bit, turn it over. it started to brown a little, so we're gonna give it just another minute. Yeah, it's gonna start to heat up there. We'll take a little step back, safety reasons, the hot oil. Maybe turn it down in a second. Okay, so now we're gonna get the reaction start. I also, over on this side earlier, I boiled some chicken in boiling water for about 10 minutes. Just to compare how food will cook when the Maillard reaction is involved and when it's not. Since the Maillard reaction also produces some H2O, high water activity environments inhibit the reaction. So I knew boiling the chicken that the Maillard reaction would not occur. And boiling water also never gets above 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and the Maillard reaction requires more heat than that. So just wanted to show the difference. Okay, so after a couple minutes of cooking, I'm going to take this chicken off and compare the two. This is a new clean fork, by the way. Don't want to use the same utensils that I touched the raw chicken with. Take that off the heat. So when you compare the two chicken tenders, you see that the chicken that was sauteed, where the Maillard reaction occurred, has this browning, the brown pigments. It also smells a lot better as opposed to the chicken that was cooked in the boiling water where the reaction did not occur. It's just white, no brown pigments really, not much of a smell, and I'm sure this one's going to taste much better as well. So that's the Maillard reaction.